experiment, that is dissolved and undissolved. Before we start the experiment, I will to show you the ingredients. The first one is plastic cups, salt, coffee powder, sugars, peppers, rice, oil, water, and the last thing is spoon. Now let us to do this experiment together.
A few moments later.
Now we will start the experiment. The first is we will put some water into the plastic cup. Make sure the plastic cup all have water. For our first experiment, we will to put the sugar in the water. So let me put some sugar in the water. Can you see the sugar? So now we will see it is dissolved in water or not dissolved in the water. Now we will stir it.
Later.
Then after stir it, so what happened of the sugar in the water? Can you see the water of the sugar? So that means the sugar is dissolved in the water. Second, we will put the coffee powder with the water. We put some coffee powder with the water and stir it together. And wait a while to see what happens. Oh, the coffee powder is gone. So that means it is dissolved in the water. And the third one is salt. We put some salt in the water. Now we stir it and mix it together. After stir it, we can see it is dissolved in the water. Can you see it? The next thing is pepper powder. I will put some pepper powder in the water to see what happens. Now we will stir it and stir it. Oh, as you can see now, the pepper powder is undissolved. The pepper powder is able to float on the surface because water molecules like to cling to another. Now I will put some rice in the water. And I will stir it. and wait a couple minutes. As you can see now, the rice is undissolved. So the last thing that I use is the oil. Now I will put some oil in the water. And I stir it. As you can see now, the oil just float at the top of the water. It does not mix in, so it is undissolved. No matter how I stir the oil, still remain to cannot dissolve in the water. Use some material to bring. The first one is oil. The oil is not dissolved in water because the oil is less than water, which causes it to separate from water instead of dissolving. And the water molecules form stronger association with other polar molecules than with oil. And also water molecules hydrogen bonds with each other and excuse oil molecules. And the second material is salt. The salt is dissolved in the water because the salt is mixed with water. The salt dissolves because the covalent bonds of water are stronger than the ionic bonds in the salt molecules. And the third is pepper powder. Why the pepper powder can dissolve in the water? Because the pepper powder is hydrophobic, which means water is not attracted to it. Therefore, unlike salt, the pepper will not dissolve in water. So the pepper is able to float on the surface because of the water molecules like to cling to one another. And the other one is sugar. The sugar dissolves in water because energy is given off when the slightly polar sucrose molecules form intermolecular bonds with the polar water molecules. The weak bonds that form between the solute and the solvent compensate for the energy needed to describe the structure of both the pure solute and the solvent. And the last, I attach a link and also can scan a QR code to join the activity that I provided. And see you. Bye bye.